What's up, everybody? It's your boy Wes Grant. You're watching Sub Urban Nerd. It's a channel where I give my nerd views on today's nerd news. First, I'm just gonna give you guys a little heads up. It's a very WB heavy episode or show for today. First, I'm gonna start off with the nerd rundown, and that is Suicide Squad 2 is being delayed. Big surprise. Warner Brothers isn't sticking to what they planned. I already went on a rant. In fact, I'm gonna give a what they call a notation for the video right here on my feelings on how the WB or DC's been handling their properties. They're saying that the Suicide Squad 2 movie we probably won't be seeing it until 2019, and they won't probably go into production until 2018. Well, they're saying it's mostly due to the Will Smith being tied up. You know, he's a very popular guy that is always in demand, and he's also doing the voice of the genie in Aladdin. So these Disney's kind of got him tied up for a bit. I'm figuring that maybe that's why he's not going to be doing the Bad Boys for Life with Martin Lawrence, but who knows? But it's a movie that he's doing. The Will Smith, remember it's Guy Ritchie that's going to be directing that Aladdin. So if you like his films, I don't know how that's going to work out with Aladdin, because if I liked King Arthur, that was a good movie, but Aladdin in that style, I'm not too sure. But enough about that. How I feel about this is, I'm going to talk directly to DC, alright? DC, I'm not angry with you. I'm just disappointed. I expect better. I expect more from you. And you're just not showing your true potential. You're acting out, lashing out, and saying you're going to do this and saying you're going to do that, but you're not committing to anything. I'm just here, I'm here for you, and all of us are here for you. We just want to see you do better, because there's no hate. I love DC. I love Marvel. I don't hate anybody, but you guys have showed that you need to get your shit together. For real. Like, you might have to either what Marvel did and got their Kevin Feige to just take charge of everything, make sure everything's in place, or you straight up Michelle fight for this shit and Dangerous Mind this bitch back into organization, because DC, you need to keep control of the mouths of your directors, whoever you got involved in this, that are just saying we're gonna do this and saying we're gonna do this, because it's making it seem like you guys are unprofessional. It's making it seem like you guys don't know what you're doing, but you do. Warner Brothers, you are very successful. In fact, the reason why I'm disappointed the most is because you've shown that you've got this. You've been doing it way before Marvel. Marvel Studios, which got bought out by Disney, just started with Iron Man. Just started with Iron Man. The Hulk, that wasn't part of the Marvel Studios. Iron Man started it. And you guys have had Superman series, Superman television, Lois and Clark. You've had movies. You've had Batman movies that were successful, but somehow you've made yourself fall behind where you really shouldn't. You laid the groundwork. You laid all this groundwork, so there's no reason why you shouldn't be on top. You should be on top of Marvel. Marvel shouldn't be all the way up here. You should be all the way up here because you got the head start. And I understand the tortoise beats a hare, slow and steady, and that's kind of what's happening to you, because you're rushing so hard, because you're frantic. Oh, I gotta do this to catch up to Marvel. No, you just need to focus, slow down and focus. That's really what you need to do. And because right now you're seeming like one of those hippie friends that you have, and you're sure they're cool, whatever, you like to talk to them, but every week or every 2 weeks, they got a different job. They just can't focus on what they want to do. Oh, what you doing, man? Oh, man, I'm just working at the Walmart. Oh, what you doing today? I work at the florist. Oh, where you working now? Man, Uber. Like, figure it out, bruh. Figure it out. You know, it's like, it's crazy because I guess after like the rant I went on, you would think I'm a DC hater, but I'm not. I love, some of the best stories are from DC Comics. And that's why it's like you've got so much to take from. And yet you just focusing on this and focusing on that, and then saying you're gonna, like, even I'm down. I'm down for if you want to have a DCEU and then have a separate like anthology series of different characters, or if you want to have a Elseworld kind of thing where you just have different stories of your main characters and just have it separate from DC. That would work great. You could 2 pieces of the pie, freaking chocolate, peanut butter, bam, racist. That's all it takes, man. You guys could have everything. So just like, I know you're not watching this video, you're not listening to this video, and I'm sure, like, I'm hoping some people, I'm hoping all of you share this and spread this out, because I know they've heard from professionals and everyone, but this is just my opinion. And everyone's been saying, just slow down, ease up. You ain't gotta prove shit. You've done it. You've already been there. So just calm down, and it'll happen. Just make sure you focus and just focus on the right things. And don't just try and keep throwing shit at the wall, hoping something's gonna stick. Have a plan like Marvel does. That's all it takes. So that was the first WB story. The second WB story is Warner Brothers is being sued by this guy. His name is Gerald Brittle. Gerald Brittle. He's suing Warner Brothers for $900 million. And that's because he swears that The Conjuring, and this has been happening since The Conjuring, it ain't just because Annabelle Creation is doing good. He sued them from the first Conjuring because apparently he bought the rights to the Warrens' life. Like, he's the author of a book called The Demonologist. And because of this, he feels that he has rights to the money that Conjuring has made. That's why he's asked for $900 million, because the Conjuring franchise has made over $1 billion. And you could think that, yeah, this guy's just being money grubbing, just asking for money because, thinks that's, but the thing is, that's how it works. Like, when you sell your rights, like, even if it's your life, if you sell the rights or maybe even lease the rights to your life to like a publishing company or something like that, they can do whatever they want. That's why what that actually happens is not, it's kind of the same thing that you see with these artists, that they're stuck in these contracts with their production company where they can't make it, like, the production company, I think that's what they said Jay-Z was doing to, I forget which artist, whatever, but, and even, Lil Wayne with Birdman, where, like, you're stuck in this contract and they're not doing what they need to do and getting it out there, but yet you can't go to someone else, because if you do, that's breaching your contract. And that's kind of what he's trying to say that happened. So the Warrens went to WB, sold the rights, they're making all this money, but this guy's like, no, you can't do that. I still own the rights, or I still have the rights to make the movies, and you went around me. So that's what happened with that. I think if it happens, I don't think he deserves $900 million, but best believe this dude's getting a nice payday. He's gonna be relaxed, because they tried to get it dismissed. Like, you would think WB, no problem, dismiss. But no, they're not. So it's going to court. So this guy's going to be asking for that $900 million. As crazy as it is, he might be set. Like, even if he gets half, he's good. I'd be good with a fraction of that, but that's what's happening with that. Next WB story. Deadline reports that Scott McGehee and David Singel, they made a deal with Warner Brothers to write and direct the new version of Lord of the Flies. Just work with me until I get my new PC and everything. Trust and believe, all these edits, it's all gonna be out. But my computer shut down. I ain't got none. Just me free balling it. No edit. First shot. Hopefully you guys stay on. You're still staying with the video. But Lord of the Flies, and I'm pretty sure that everybody's probably either read or watched the movie of Lord of the Flies, where these kids get stranded on this island, and there becomes like a hierarchy, and then the kids become savages, and they become into groups. and then, you know, there's got to be one kid on the top, like the bully, whatever. Well, they're rewriting it to make it all female. Now, I'm all for like women's rights and stuff like that, because like I said, one of my favorite movies of the year is Girls Trip. Like, I liked it better than Hangover. So, you know, I'm not, yeah, it doesn't matter whether you're female or not. Even the Ghostbusters, as much as I wanted to hate the movie, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's just that they went about it wrong. Like, they should have, instead of trying to reboot it, they should have just made it like a sequel. Made it that the ghosts come back, and the females were the only ones that were just had what it took to take down the ghosts. And the old ghosts, the other Ghostbusters, they're all old. So, of course, they're retired. So, that would be nice handing off the torch. If they just took over in the same, instead of like having the cameos of the original cast, be like these nobodies. And then, like, it failed in what they were trying to do, because it wasn't empowering women. It was actually just, it was lowering them. And then it demeaned men. It made every guy in that movie seem like he was an idiot. Every guy was an idiot. And that isn't how you make stronger women, by making everybody else dumb. You make them stand above everybody when everybody's already standing tall. But that's just my feel on this. But as far as this goes, I'm just hoping it isn't a gimmick. If you're going to write a story and change it all to females, I don't know why you would have to change females. I was trying to figure out if they could do it, guys and girls on the island, just kids in general, just turn into savages and just trying to survive. Like, I think that would work. I don't know why you have to change all the boys to girls. Like, I guess because back then that's what they split on, all boys school. And then I don't know if they're going to do all girls school, but they could have done it both ways by having it with both of them. So I'm not sure how I feel about it. Tell me how you feel. You know, comment below. Let me know. Now, I'm going to go through with what's going to be coming out this weekend. There's not that many. There's 3, actually. There's Close Encounters of the Third Kind. It's being re-released in the theaters for its 40th anniversary. You know, it's directed by Steven Spielberg as Richard Dreyfuss and Terry Garr. And the movie's good. If you want to re-see it, like, I'd say go for it. Like, maybe you can catch a matinee or something. Like, it seems like people might be down to watch this again, because it was one of those alien movies where it's like, it definitely was deep and like some drama. So that, and then there's a new movie called Tulip Fever with Ashley Vikander and Dane DeHaan, which, you know, I really just like him from Chronicles. Other stuff, you know, it's pretty good, but Chronicles is where he just took off. But Alicia Vikander, if you guys didn't know, she's going to be your next Tomb Raider. That's who it's going to be. So, I can't wait to see that Tomb Raider, because they've already started, you know, like, filming and everything. So, I think that thing might be coming out next year, so, hopefully. But, yeah, so that's that movie coming out in the theaters. And then another movie that I was searching through and just caught me off guard, and I watched the trailer. Look for Midnight Runners. This is a South Korean film. It's like, I'm not even sure how to, it's like a comedy slapstick about 2, like, cops in training, seeing a kidnapping, and then trying to do their best to, like, try and take it down or whatever. It's just crazy. Like, just watch the trailer. It's called Midnight Runners. Check it out. That's pretty much all I have for today. Not a lot of news, but I tried to, you know, inform you some good news. So, remember, like, subscribe, Patreon, Kickstarter, all that is going to have the, you know, details down below in the description. And thank you for watching me. I'm Wes Grant. This is Suburban Nerd. You've just been notified. Catch you tomorrow. Alright? Bye.